There's no food. Only place is Tim Hortons. All right, we're in Muscat. Flight here was okay from Doha. It was only about an hour. Honestly, it's pretty hot, but like similar to Hong Kong. It said it was 38 right now, but like because there's no humidity, it's more like dry heat. It feels different. Take a look. Look at that. Middle East. I couldn't get on the bus because I didn't have cash and I didn't want to exchange my money at the airport because super like, you know, bad rates. And so I was asking them if I could spend my American dollars here in my card, and they're like, no. And so two ladies came up and actually bought me a ticket, and they were very lovely. So very thankful for that. And I actually didn't get a car because the airport ones are really expensive. Like the ones I found online were like 60 OMR for 10 days, which is about like 300 CAD, including insurance as well. But the ones that they were offering to me would be 800 CAD for the same car. So I was like, hell no. Like, I'll just come back tomorrow and get it. But yeah, look. Super hyped to be here. I'm really hungry though. I didn't sleep that well last night either. So I'm gonna check into my Airbnb, get something to eat, and spend a little time at the beach. And then call it a day. Honestly though, you really gotta like respect the architecture. Like, okay, so I'm in a supermarket right now, and honestly, like one of my favorite things to do going to like different countries is seeing what they have, and like you can kind of get like a just their culture or their cuisine a little bit. Like for example, like the fresh produce. Pretty sure the conversion is 4 CAD for 1 OMR. So it'd be, yeah, 48 CAD for 3 strawberries and like blueberries for such a small pint. You got 15. Like a whole chicken is like twice as cheap as like a couple of blueberries. So now we have lunch. Got tuna sandwich. Go chicken breast. And a shit ton of cantaloupe. Okay, so I just woke up from my nap. It took 2 hours, so I was really tired. So no beach today, but that's fine, I'll go tomorrow. Finally booked my car, and right now I'm actually on the way to the local market to get dinner. And because I don't have an Omani SIM card, I'm not actually allowed to book a taxi, so that's kind of annoying. I heard the local like taxis here really scam you if you don't like book online, having a fixed rate. So we're gonna walk 7 kilometers there and back, but it's gonna be okay. I have to get my money exchanged in that area anyways. So yeah, I found this really nice like kebab shop, so we'll see how it goes. Oh my god, Pizza Hut. Let's drop the lamb and then the hummus beluti. I'm not sure what makes a difference, and a lot of pita. Also not sure what to do with like the sides and stuff. Dude. Yeah. But like, okay, this isn't really what I expected. I feel like, I know my perception of Oman was kind of different. Like, I feel like I'm in like Park Royal in North Vancouver, right? And like, all like the shop people that are like outside like doing ads and stuff, they're all like very chill. Like, I got like, imagine being like catcalled, but like people just come up to you and say like, oh, like, hey, how's it going? Like, it's really, really weird. Like, there was these 2 people on the highway that like stopped their car to say hi to me and jumped back in and left. And like, I was kind of worried when I was walking, but like, it was really chill. And like, some people like yell across the street like, Assalamu alaikum. how are you, friend? And I'm like, oh, like, I'm doing good. They just keep walking. And it's really chill. And like, I don't know, I feel like their smiles are very genuine. So it's really cool to see. Hey, what's up everyone? It's day 2 or day 1, I guess. Right now I'm waiting for the bus. It's coming in 10 minutes, not a lot of shade. And like I brought my hat from Canada. And like, I look like an archaeologist. It's pretty cool. A lot of people look at me funny. I mean, I don't really look like a local, but yeah. Gonna pick up the car from the airport, maybe head to the beach, get some breakfast. And I don't really know what to do today. I'm gonna head to like the mall of Oman. Heard it's pretty cool. Might check out some shops, maybe pick up my thobe finally. But yeah, I don't know, I just really want to shop around, maybe find an outfit, maybe find some sunglasses. It is really bright here. Honestly, like once I'm under this hat, like under the shade, it's super chill. Like I'm not even feeling like sweaty or anything right now. Like in Hong Kong, I feel like I'd be like dripping buckets, but you also usually don't wear a hat. But I think it's like just the sun that's the bad part. So yeah, the scenery. Oh, there's the bus. Alright everyone, peep the whip. That is not a Tesla Model 3, no. It is, I think a Saudi brand called MG. I've never heard of it before. But honestly, it's really nice. This was the cheapest option, and it was like 20 CAD a day. So yeah, I drove it to the beach. Gonna go head out for some lunch. It's the Mall of Oman. Honestly, drive was not fun because like if you use Google Maps here, there's like a lot of roads that like are under construction now because things are moving so fast and Google doesn't know. So I went down like 3 ends that were in construction and it was just not fun. I really want to check out this like snow Oman thing because it's really hot, and yeah, I just want to feel some snow. Dude, look at the size of this thing. Wait, they actually have like a full village here. At the port of Oman. They got some cruise ships over there. Some castle in the distance. I was wondering how to like cross this road and I saw someone jaywalk, right? Like him. But there's actual sign that says you can just straight up I'm not walking like that, but you can jaywalk right here. Yeah. Magnet for Shannon, my sister. She likes collecting magnets. Got this bracelet. Originally said 24 Omani Rial. I got it down at 12, but low-key also, even though it is silver, I feel like I did get scammed a little bit. This 12 is like almost like 40 CAD, but like if it's real silver then it's not too bad, but still I think I would have like been fine with like stainless steel. Alright, so today's goal, we're gonna head to Nizwa, about a 2-hour drive from Muscat, and there's a really cool castle there, so I'm gonna go check it out. So that guy actually just offered to help me. He thought I was lost. Yeah, the size of the mountains is kind of crazy. Like, it's kind of like Banff without water. It's really similar to like driving through like Utah or like Nevada, the Grand Canyon. Like, I feel like Oman is a little bit like Mars. Like, that's some Decepticon shit right there, like just like sticking out, jagged like that. See like the little caves up there and stuff. You can also hear the roosters crowing in the nearby village. So like look at the rocks. It's like very, very unique patterns. Almost like it's just like a volcano or something. So a lot of loose rock up to this point. Doesn't look that high, but it's pretty high. Now we make it up. So scramble section to the top.
Sometimes some people do the cheating with someone, and they took the money. Next life, when they death, when they get the next birth, the person who got cheated, who become the son of that person, and who take all the money because he was born under his son, like he became his son. And sometimes some people having crying, oh my son, I took so much of him and he took everything, and still no happy like this, because the son you did with him in the previous life, now he became your son and punish you. You understand?
So is that how
this
you like?
This is the life. Once you do good things, you will break the cycle. Otherwise, you will do same.
Day 3 now. Today we're going to be going to Wahiba Sands. There's like this big deserty part in the actual desert. If that makes sense. Right now I'm just waiting for the car to like, get air conditioned and stuff. This morning I actually bought like one of the headscarves to go with my thobe that I bought the other day. Yeah, I mean, like, so far all my takeaways from Oman is that like the people are like very friendly. Like they always come up to me and like they say hi, and like the kids stare at me. But it's really chill. The food portion is also huge. Like I can barely finish them, so like if you're like you eat not a lot, then you can share it with people. I got like $2 shawarmas here, and like the sandwiches like $1, and like I'm also feeding for watermelon juice, so I get it each time. It's like another $1. Everything's super cheap here. I've never been to a country where it's been cheaper, and like the GDP like per capita is also pretty high. It's like 50,000 CAD. So like the people here are like living somewhat comfortably, but like food's just super cheap. So I mean, yeah, I've been enjoying Oman a lot so far. I think it's mainly just because I've been driving around and I haven't done that before really. I think that's just like a really fun part of it. It's like, about the journey, not the destination. But yeah, today at the sand dunes, I'm going to be trying some camel meat, hopefully, because they have that at the camp I'm going to. Ride a camel, and I don't know, yeah, we'll just see.
fly? We're driving 120.
120 on this.
خليني تحت هذا. Yes.
It's like a roller coaster.
hella sandy right now. There's sand everywhere. I'm really dirty and really sweaty, but like this has been so fun. I was watching the sunset. Just in the desert right now. It's amazing, honestly. If you're looking for somewhere to go, Oman or somewhere in the Middle East that's obviously safe, it's a great option. Like, this has been amazing so far, and I feel like this one definitely one of the best destinations I've ever been to in the world. It's just incredibly unique, very friendly people, really cheap as well. So yeah, really underrated hidden gem.
No, I live inside desert 9 kilometers. We are a Bedouin.
Oh, chicken. This chicken?
You know? Yeah, that's the chicken.
Okay, so I'm in my tent right now. Gotta be a little quiet because people are sleeping, but just had dinner. Really nice. The host, great dude. He prepared it all from his family. Yeah, basically just stargazed, talked with people for like 3 hours. Super nice. About to head to bed and go to the Wadis tomorrow. So yeah, see you there. Okay, so we arrived at the Wadi. It's called Wadi Bani Khalid, and it's about an hour drive from the sands and about another hour to go to Sur. But it's really nice. I'm walking there right now. I just parked. Getting here, Google Maps was kind of tricky because I set the actual Wadi instead of the parking area. So it made me drive up one of those mountains, and I was literally like clutching my wheel because it was like extremely narrow on the side. But ended up coming back down because like a shepherd like waved me to go down, and then yeah, so we're here. Check it out. It's a lot smaller than I expected. It's kind of just like a pond, but you can I think swim through like over there. So I might like rent a life jacket and just lazy river it. I'm good.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's good. Use two. Do it here. This one. Yes.
Good.
Do this one. There. Use the yes. Yalla. You leave Saudi. You leave there. This way. After. شوية شوية. This one.
Check out my Airbnb, dude. This was $20 a night. Indoors too, and the shower. It's an actual shower. Honestly, I also really like the aesthetic. Like they have a gym in this house. It's a big mansion.
Yes, yes, you can. Look at that.
So I'm at the Turtle Reserve now, but I'm not gonna lie, not a lot going on. To be fair, it's really out of season. Usually like the nesting season's like, I think I was told like August to September, and since October they're not really here. Like over there's like a lot of mounds where the turtles can hatch. Also quite a few skeletons. That's just nature. Really beautiful landscape though. The water's really blue. I think the camera really does it justice. Super nice. I might just like hang out for a bit. I don't think I'm gonna see any turtles though. I'm not sure if you can see because like iPhone doesn't really have good depth perception. There's a lot of mounds and holes here where the turtles hatched. I really wish I brought my lunch here. Like, this would be a great like picnic spot, like fun little high ground. Also over here. Alright, good morning. I've been kind of MIA for the past like 2 days because I've just been chilling in Muscat. I've just been, getting work done and like, I guess like doing my laundry. Today we're going to the Grand Mosque, so I had to like put on something a bit more formal. So I'm actually wearing like long sleeve. Got the Ritzy pants going on. I brought my loafers, but I don't know if like the sand and the dust is gonna go really well with them, so I decided not to wear them. I'm just gonna wear my New Balances. But yeah, so we're gonna go to mosque. It closes in 45 minutes, so I gotta get going. And for the rest of the day, I'll probably just find something to do in Muscat. I might do a bit more work. Yeah. Peep the whip. So got a Hyundai Accent, about 25 a day plus insurance, which was like about 60 CAD. So I actually heard that Saudi Arabia was probably like one of the hardest countries to drive in the Middle East because it's a lot more chaotic. And I just had like one of the most like butt cheek clenching driving experiences because the roads are pretty dimly lit. Some parts are completely in the dark. So driving at night's pretty hard. And then it is legit an 8-lane highway, 4 going, you know, on the right side, 4 coming. And there are no marked lanes. It is literally just pavement. So I'm driving on the really left and I see oncoming cars in the dark. All I can see is lights and everyone just finding a lane. And like there's merging everywhere. No music. 2 hands on the steering wheel. I'm constantly checking over to see like if I'm gonna hit someone. And like it's really weird because like in Vancouver, that would have caused like at least 5 crashes. I feel like because the people here are so used to it, it's like a lot easier. And because like they also understand like if you're trying to merge, they're gonna let you in because like everyone else is doing it. So it's kind of like a culture of like shit driving. So it somehow works. But also at the end of the day, I saw somewhere that like they had like 4 times the average like car crashes per 100 people or per 1,000 people than like Canada's. So I don't know, but yeah, it's not been fun so far. But when I go to like the rural areas, it's gonna be better because it's not gonna be that many cars. But at least in Medina, it's pretty bad. But yeah, right now I'm gonna go actually get Indonesian food because Medina is the second holiest city. It's very close to Mecca, but I'm not allowed in Mecca because I'm not Muslim. And actually, when I was in the airport, like when they deboarded the plane, they had a line just for Muslims, and I was the only one that was non-Muslim for about like 200 people. So I walked past everyone. So all the Muslims, they like got off and they did some like special thing where they like put like a few drops of water in their mouth, or it was something. I'm not sure what it was. But there's a lot of Indonesians and Malaysians here because a lot of their population is also Muslim. So there's a lot of Indonesian restaurants. So I'm going to check it out. I tried finding like a Thai restaurant or a Vietnamese restaurant because I can't eat any more kebabs or I'm going to blow my brains out. And so I'm just trying Indonesian food now. So yeah, let's go check it out. My life has genuinely changed. Yeah, this is called soto ayam. There's like a chicken vermicelli stew, this curry chicken. And this shit is so good. It's kind of like a tom yum soup, like the Thai one, but it's like a bit eggy, but like super flavorful and a bit sweet. And a little rice on the side. Also, I'm not saying that like it's a problem, but everything here is also in Arabic compared to Oman, which is, there's a lot of English. So we're in downtown, or not technically downtown, but the religious square in Medina. And I was actually told I'm not allowed to enter in the Prophet's Mosque. It's huge though. I saw a glimpse of it, and it's probably like 8 times bigger than the one I saw in Oman. But it's haram because I'm not Muslim. But there are a lot of like people walking through right now. A lot of Indonesians. But yeah, I guess I'll take a look around. Everything in the area is like all hotels and stuff dedicated to like the pilgrimage. So there's not much of like a financial district. It's all just hotels. Yeah, you can see like a lot of people walking in that direction. All right, so I just kind of woke up. Today's plan is to head to Alula, so it's about like a 4-hour drive. So looking forward to that. Honestly, I kind of like driving. Medina's been pretty quiet, which is why I haven't really vlogged. Just a lot in a lot of mosques, and I'm like the only like foreigner here. Like honestly, I'm the only foreigner. I haven't seen like a single tourist except for like pilgrims. And also another big culture thing I found out was that like a lot of the men here like hold hands with each other, and that's a normal thing. I didn't know that. I just really shocked seeing in public like everyone holding hands. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And last night I actually went to like a chai shop, and just like on the middle of the road, and like in that area there was like just a whole bunch of people like laid in the desert like stargazing, just eating like fried chicken. So I thought it was kind of cool. I didn't film it, but I don't know, I just thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, on the way to Alula. So we made it to Alula, and right now I'm in Old Town. It's basically just a really old town, like 2,600 years old is what I read. And yeah, I mean, I'm just checking out a lot of the shops here. Obviously it's pretty run down, but it's kind of cool to look like ancient stuff. The landscape's really nice though. It's like I'm on top of the fort right now, but like Oman really reminded me of like Mars, because like the rocks were really jagged. But this landscape is a lot like the Grand Canyon, because they have like the sun drops and stuff, because this used to be like an ocean floor. But yeah, pretty cool, eh? These are a lot of the buildings down there. Over here, I don't know, like I don't think they really did a good job at cleaning this stuff up. There's a lot of like the leftover thatch, but yeah, also the landscape. Pretty nice. Everything in the area requires a like ticket or a tour to go into, so I literally can't see anything. But because of that, I'm literally just like driving through the desert right now, just trying to find something or like something cool to see. There's no service where I am, but I've also been driving for like 30 minutes and it's like these back roads. But the thing is, I've been going in a straight line, so in case I get lost, like no service isn't that big of a deal. But yeah, hopefully we don't get like too lost. I don't know if the Hyundai is made for that, but I made it, so I should be able to get back. But look at this view. I feel like you can't really see it, like, this is the iPhone quality, but like, it's so vast. They want to like go into the sand. I wish I could like snowboard down that, or sandboard. JJ Bean in the desert. Mount Rushmore over there. The cave looks like a bowling pin could fit right through. Good morning. Yesterday was really boring because I didn't get a ticket for everything and I kind of didn't do much. But we're back at Hegra now. The only ticket for today was at 7:30. So it was about an hour drive from my hotel. So I woke up at like 6 and I went to sleep at like 1. So I'm kind of tired. 8-hour travel day as well. 6 hours of driving and a 2-hour train from driving to Jeddah, and then I'm driving to Medina, and then taking a bullet train from Medina to Jeddah. So it's 2 hours. So yeah, that'll be fun. But tomorrow I do have some cool stuff planned. Yeah, so wait to find out, and I guess you'll see the tombs in Hekra very soon.
Which means the place that you host your guest at, or it's kind of meeting place. So usually the Nabateans, they gather inside as they have a discussion about their kingdoms, but it's not allowed to anyone to enter at Diwan except the elite members of the Nabateans. Then why did the Nabateans carve it in the entrance of Jabal Ithlib to collect the rainwater and to wish for his god Ahra or Aghra? You notice that niche, the columns inside the niche? It represents the 3 goddesses that mentioned in the Holy Quran, which is a story before Islam.
The tour guide said that the Romans used to decapitate like the Nabateans, and the eagle symbolized their god, Medusa, and the stairways to heaven.
Inside the tomb, they deposited the body of the deceased by 3 methods. First method will be in a pit, in a ground, as you can see, which we believe this was a massive grave. They reuse it, okay? Or in a niches like that, as a pseudo graves. If you see here, it belongs to a child, okay? Or in a wooden coffin. So they just put the wooden coffin on the ground. Then they close the door of the tomb with the wooden doors. And you can see the evidence of the doors here, okay? We found a very well preserved skeleton, a full skeleton, for our
Really cool geology thing that I asked the tour guide about. I asked him why like everything looks like it's kind of melted. You said like a lot of those holes you see was caused by wind, and all these rocks are actually formed by rivers, because this used to be a river valley. So like the lines you see streaking across, it's all it all used to be river, and then the holes by wind. And then I thought it was like volcanoes, but she said all like the flat areas, like those over there, those are caused by volcanoes millions of years ago.
it still remains not removed. So that means they firstly climb up the mountain with some ropes. They start divided the mountain into a vertical section as a scaffold.
Alright, so just got to Jeddah 8 hours later. First impression of the city, it's definitely a lot louder than Medina. Like there's lights everywhere and there's people everywhere. Like Medina was like really quiet because it's like a holy city, but Jeddah is kind of more like a Las Vegas if Muslims could gamble and stuff. Kind of like a view of the streets. It's a lot more busy. It actually feels like a Southeast Asian city. It's definitely a lot more sticky and hot, kind of like Hong Kong because it's next to the ocean. So it's a lot hotter, and like Medina was like, you know, it was really dry, so it's a lot different. All right, good morning. All right, good morning. This is the best I can do because I'm using my water bottle, but today I'm actually going scuba diving, and I'm really nervous because I'm comfortable in the water in the pool, but I'm like scared of like the ocean because like there ain't no lifeguards out there if like something goes wrong. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like I just want to do this to kind of like overcome my fear of oceans, but it's like an introductory course and it shouldn't be like too deep. So yeah, still kind of like pissing my pants though, but check that out. Don't mind the people next to me. So, last day in the Middle East. This morning I was driving, going to Subway right now. Actually, I'm at like a park. It's really nice, but the only Subway here is in the Ministry of Culture, so I'm going there. But on the way, I was basically just like parked at a red light, not parked, but I was stopped at a red light, and I'm just chilling, and I hear like, boom, and like, I basically got rear-ended by some dude. And I kind of like stepped out and I was like, damn, like seriously on my last day, like at least I can get in like the full like Saudi experience, you know. I feel like you have to get into some kind of fender bender, but like there wasn't a scratch and there was no bump, and he was just signing like good and he like, I was like, okay, sure, because there's literally no scratch and no bump, so I didn't think I needed to report or anything. I took pictures just in case, but he drove off. That's that. Today, basically just going to like Old Town, and then also checking out Team Labs. So you know what Team Labs is? It's like basically like a lot of illusions, or like kind of like a fun house. And it's really popular in Japan, and they have one in Jeddah. So I'm gonna check it out, eat some food, basically just chill my last day. I don't have Wi-Fi in my room, so I'm like eating up my data, just like watching like Netflix, but last day, so it doesn't matter. Very conveniently, last night someone decided to smash my side mirrors. Local told me I wasn't allowed to park here, but there's absolutely no indication that you're not allowed to park here like the rest of the neighborhood. And my Airbnb didn't give me a parking, but I guess this is their way of telling people to not park. I'm gonna have to call the police and file a report, because that's how you need to get that for insurance. This is so stupid. I'm supposed to be at breakfast right now. Honestly, such a shit show, because the police are now here, but it's going to take an hour for the forensics team to finish up and get the fingerprints and stuff of the people who did it. And they said I can't directly contact the car rental company and like get them to communicate with the police for a damage report, because if I don't get the police report, then I pay for the damage that other people caused. And then also, if I do get the police report, it's 10:30 right now. My flight or boarding closes at 1:20. So I have to get to the airport at like 12 by the latest. And it is currently 10:40. And they said they might take another hour. So I'm really scared I'm going to miss my flight. And if I am, I'm going to try to call it off. But these people are really pissing me off. Like, really don't want to be here. But there's something in me that's like, dude, I'm not paying for damage that other people caused. And also, if I get them charged, then they will face time. So I really want to do that. But yeah. We're in
7914 from Jeddah to Haikou. The flight has 9 hours and 10 minutes. The time difference between Jeddah and Haikou is 5 hours. If you want to upgrade, please do that. Thank you.
But if I wasn't going like 160 on the highway, I wouldn't have made it. Yeah. It's all cool.